the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Come on, back. Right through.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal,
oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop. Now a play fake here on first down. throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense humming here in the early going.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Pickens. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ready, ready. Right move. Right open.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the counter, it's Taylor. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front, so when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Franks now. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that and all Week 2 games as we go along. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay game.
2nd and 9 now. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete Does he let him a bit too much?
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
10 cycles.
Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Off the RPO, he completes it. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
On the set.
Back to throw again. Flush to his right. That's complete to Whitaker. Gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
And they'll run with Etienne. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Pass incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they'll have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Hey, smash Broncos!
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now his 2nd down throw. Here's Franks. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 51 yards. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
First and 10, Taylor now. And some space here. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A first down throw. Here's Franks. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Franks now on second down. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make it 24-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
On the double.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
52. Red cycle. Green back.
They'll set up to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Touchdown! So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
The extra point up and good, and the rout is on here in this first half. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good return up past the 30. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Colts. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Frank's throw taken in by Ridley here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Shot, 17. Claws red.
Now Franks. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Colts. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
They'll drop this one off with Etienne. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Travis Etienne, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Franks. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Franks now. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Colts get a bit closer. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man on the outside. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll set up a throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Etienne once more. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 93 yards now for Etienne, and he's got a 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's 2nd and 8. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Ready. Go, 52.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Back to throw again. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Setting up play action. Franks. Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. The Franks looking to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On first down, here's Franks. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Come on, set.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On second down, it's Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On third down, Franks. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Back to throw now on first down. And that's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain there of 21 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They're going to look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A gain of 7 yards.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 32 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second... He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. But still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Steelers tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Down. 22 needle.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 127 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
And cycle.
Working out of the gun, Franks. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Colts. A great play there. 68 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
97.
They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Strike two.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Colts are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Pittsburgh, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.